If you are thinking about doing coaching, or perhaps you are thinking about forming a mastermind, having a structure to that meeting, to that session is going to have such an impact upon your ability to get results. Today, I want to share with you the exact template that I use that helps me get results in the coaching sessions that I run. So stay tuned. Okay, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I am an online arbitrage seller. I buy low, sell high from retail stores like Walmart, and we sell on Amazon. Now, quite simply, I've been doing this for 4 years and I've got a goal to do £1 million next year. I'll drop a link up there. Now, quite simply, what I do as well sometimes is I teach or I coach other Amazon sellers in their journey as well. Now, you're probably watching this because it might be something of interest to you, not so much the coaching with me, but it's to say that actually coaching in general, it's something you're looking for. Now, quite simply, I am being coached by Tony Robbins' company and I'm part of their elite coaching program. And I've really enjoyed that. And what I've taken away from there, I've incorporated into this. That's actually really helpful. And I want to share it with you today. So we're going to go through a couple of things. And then obviously this is going to help you grow your Amazon business. So let's get started. Right, quite simply, today is about filling out the form and going through the whole coaching process and what to expect. So quite simply, number one, we're going to talk about your goals, how to set goals and what they should be and really think about them. Number two, we'll go through the form and how to complete the form, which is going to form the basis of the coaching experience and whether you'll be doing masterminding as well. And then number three, we'll talk about what actually happens in a coaching session. And if you're doing mastermind, what happens in a mastermind session as well. So maybe you're looking to start a mastermind, this could be really helpful for you. So let's get started right now and crack on. Whether you're looking at this, whether you're starting your Amazon business or quite simply anything in life, you should probably have a goal to work towards. I use the analogy, you would never just get in your car and start driving. Okay, sometimes we do, but 99.9% of the time, you always have a destination to go to. You then know which roads to turn on. And exactly the same in life, if you just live your life not knowing where to go, then you kind of just see where you end up. But if you have a goal, you have a destination, then you know what? You are probably going to get there. And if you put enough effort into it, you're gonna get there a lot quicker than you think. So this is about setting goals where you wanna be in your life and really understanding them. Now, quite simply for you, look at your why, really start asking questions. It's not like something you can just pick up. It's a constant ongoing process. Why do I want this? Why am I interested? It might be like, I want to grow my business to protect my family, to have income that allows me to live the life that I want. For me personally, it's about traveling around the world and having freedom and meeting. I love meeting people and challenging myself. Businesses is challenging, that's what it is. And it's that goal setting which is going to help get you where you need to be. And it's going to align your actions every single day and what you're thinking, what you're doing towards achieving results. Let's go through now some goal setting and how we approach that using something called SMART targets. Okay, so quite simply, there is a goal I'm going for right now. Now, I want to do £1 million. Now, whether it be £1 million or, I don't know, £10,000, that sounds like a nice goal to have, but you know what? It's not very clearly defined. Now, if you don't know, there is something called SMART. If I break down what it is, S, specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and then T for timed or timely. And as we go through that process, we might say for example, my goal of £1 million, is it specific? And the question you might ask is, well, £1 million is, but I haven't really defined a bit more about it. So do I want £1 million in profit? Do I want £1 million in revenue? Okay, well, let's talk about £1 million in revenue. That's what I want. Is it measurable? Well, I can either achieve £1 million or not. Yeah, I think that's quite measurable, but there could be a bit more to it. You can get a bit more detail. Is it realistic? It's going to be hard. I never deny that it's going to be hard work. I think we could get there. Is it timed? Well, quite simply, the question is have I put a time on it, like when it's got to be achieved by? Well, just doing $1 million isn't. So I want to do £1 million by the end of 2020. So you might say by 31st of December in the end of 2020, I want to achieve £1 million in my Amazon business. What actions do I want to take? Hiring VAs, sourcing online arbitrage stock, and reselling goods. Clearly defining your goals is super, super important. Why? Because if you don't have goals, you are just literally doing the same thing over and over again, and you have no direction, no reason to do it, no kind of like, here's what we're doing, no measure of success. And you know what? It is not about just doing the process. It's about having a reason why, and then that why leads to a goal, and then that goal is about we've achieved success and recognizing that success, because my God, we all want that success in our lives. We want to feel successful, fulfilled, and it's about having those goals, but they're going to get you there. So setting goals, super, super important, and make sure they're smart. Okay, so I've just gone on to right now the form to download the FastTrackFBA coaching template. Now, whether you are doing coaching with me, or you know what, whether you're even doing it with someone else, or even you're looking to get 2, 3, 6 of you together as like a mastermind, this template can be really, really useful for just setting a framework for that mastermind, which is really useful. One question I will quickly ask is, have you been coached before, or are you in a mastermind now? Or perhaps maybe you are looking for a mastermind. So drop it down below if you're looking for a mastermind. You know, maybe there's a couple of people here who would like to network. That would be really useful. And you know what? I'm actually in a mastermind along with coaching at the same time. And it's so valuable, and I learn from it. And it challenges me in accountability. Quite simply, the sheet is what we built and we've taken from the work that I've done in Tony Robbins' company, whereby I'm being coached by them, and I found it a really simple but easy to use sheet as well. You want to get this sheet filled out 24 hours before your coaching session with me, or if you're doing a mastermind before. Why? Well, quite simply, number one, what it's going to do is it's going to basically allow you to recap on what's happened over the last period since we last met. And that's going to just really solidify and understand what's happened. And hey, if you haven't achieved what you set out to achieve, that's fine. Talking about that, having that conversation, it's going to say, well, maybe it was not a priority. You set the goal, maybe it's the wrong goal. Obviously, if it was a priority, you would have done it, but you haven't, and understanding why is super important. Number two, obviously, it just gives the other people or myself time to review what's happened, review where you want to be, and you know what, just set you up for the best call, the best hour we have together, which is going to really support you. And then finally, number three, it's going to ensure that that coaching call is going to be very well targeted, or that mastermind that you're doing yourself is going to be super targeted on exactly what you want to achieve during that time, because your time is your most valuable asset and you'll never get it back. So spend it wisely. Okay, so here we are on the sheet now. Quite simple. We talk through, put in your name, put in the session date and time, and again, list your goals below. And what we'll do is we'll put in that goal. So for example, we talked about it in the video. My goal is to do, we put in there, £1 million, £1 million in revenue from Amazon arbitrage sales by the 31st of December 2020. So there we go, quite simply, on Amazon, I want to do £1 million worth of revenue. And actually you can put this even further to say for the period from, and in my video, the 1 million is to say, I think it's from 1st of July 2019 through to 31st of December 2020. So that's the time period that we're going to take that measurement. So really important there, clearly defined. I know exactly what it is. And once I've clearly defined that goal, I can start breaking it down into steps, which is going to help me on understanding what to overcome. Now, quite simply on the sheet as well, we've got here, the last time I looked at my deal or reviewed my personal and professional goals, you can see that there. Also as well, are the goals still fit? Do we need to reanalyze them, relook at them? Are they aligned with where you want to be? And hey, you know what? Your business changes, your life changes. Sometimes you've got to change your goals. That is perfectly acceptable. And then the actions you said you were going to commit to on the last call, put them in there. Let us know what happened on the last call. And obviously what you've taken. My God, here's what I said I was going to do, and here's what I've done. And if you haven't achieved what you said you were going to do, that's fine. Now it's about being honest, open, and reflecting upon, hey, maybe it wasn't a priority. Maybe that goal isn't even important, because if it was important, you'd be doing it. So positive results towards my goals have manifested since my last coaching call. So what's happened? What's been the positive? And for us, it's about trying to find those positive opportunities, really trying to make them stand out and highlight them, because we grow on that positivity. What challenges have you had? We all have challenges in our life. Put them down, document them. Why? Because quite simply, by putting them down, documenting them, you can discuss them and you can start to understand, are they really a challenge, or are they a small roadblock that we can easily overcome and allowing you to get closer towards your goal, back on the road towards that goal. And then wrapping it up, you've got, what do you want your coach, or if you're doing a mastermind, what do you want them to focus on during the next call? What are you enjoying about the coaching sessions or the mastermind if you're doing that? And then what can be done to improve? Always looking for feedback. And again, if you're doing a mastermind, always being how can we get it better? I've done so many masterminds, I've done so much coaching in my life, and I found it so beneficial. And you know what? Having a form like this is just going to help you structure that to get the most out of it. So really, really important. Now, the next question you might be asking is, what should I actually expect during that call? Or perhaps maybe you're doing a mastermind. Well, quite simply, what we're going to do is we're going to start off and just have a discussion about what's happened, what's gone on in the past, what did you set out to do, what's happened since, and what have been the results. We're really just trying to get that reflective period back to understand what's been going on really in the last time since we met. Then during the call, we're going to look at what are your obstacles, and we're going to try and see how we can overcome them. So is it certain strategies, methodologies, maybe influence bringing people in to support you that actually is going to have a real benefit that's going to help you overcome these problems and getting you on that road to success. Now, the one thing which I will say is during these sessions, it is about being open, transparent, and honesty. Too many times I myself have sat there in a coaching call and I've said something, and they've asked me a question and they said, how did it go, Tom? And I was like, yeah, it was all right. And I was like, no, I'm just lying. I'm lying to myself. No, you know what? It wasn't all right. It was a really bad week and I didn't do anything, and I just ate crisps all week. And it's that honesty, that's honesty with yourself and the people around you, which is going to help you overcome these obstacles. So, top tip, be honest with yourself, because at the end of the day, it's just yourself you're kidding. You know if you're not working, if it's not working. Be honest, and then obviously you can address the problem. So we'll go through that process, really discussing where your challenges are, and then breaking it down step by step. Say, here's the next steps. We're going to agree those steps, and then you know what? Solidify them, put them back to you, and then it's for yours to take away between the end of that session and the next session coming up to go and action to get you those few steps closer to your goal. Okay, so that is pretty much the step-by-step process that we go through in the coaching calls that I have with Tony Robbins, but also as well that I do for people I do coaching with. And then finally as well, even in the masterminds I've done, there's kind of similar in nature. We have a lot more accountability, but it's always good to get together and meet and to have those points of take a moment out of your business, get together, define where you should have been, and have those people who are going to challenge you, and perhaps, even just giving you a second point of view, a second opinion, someone outside the business looking in, trying to support you and trying to get the best out of you and your business and help you achieve your success. So hopefully you've liked that. If you have, give me a thumbs up, and you know what? Drop some comments down below. Maybe you've been coached, maybe you're looking for a mastermind, drop it down below. I'm always interested to hear about that. But from me, Thomas Parkinson, thank you very much.